So we continue with sum number 8. Calculate the weight of ammonia gas required for reacting with sulfuric acid to give 78 grams of fertilizer ammonium sulfate, obtained when 32.6 grams of ammonium chloride reacts with calcium hydroxide during the laboratory preparation of ammonia. So there are two things. One is going to be reacting with sulfuric acid to give you 78 grams of ammonium sulfate, and the second one is when ammonia gas is going to be released when ammonium chloride is going to be reacting with calcium hydroxide. Okay, so there are two things, so we'll take it as two different questions. We'll move on, we'll take the first one. So the first one, A part, is weight of ammonia gas required to reacting with sulfuric acid. So it will be NH3 plus H2SO4 giving me ammonium sulfate, that is NH4 twice SO4. So this is 2 over here, and N2 H is 6, 7, 8 SO4. Yeah, this is it. So they are given us, first of all, to give 78 grams of sulfate. This is 78 grams. So first of all, we need this part. So it is GMM is 2 into 14 plus 3 is 17. So it is 34 grams. And over here will be 14 plus 4 into 2 plus 32 plus 64. So that will be 18 into the 36 plus 32 plus 64. That is 132. So we get this over here that instead of 132, I want is 78 grams of the fertilizers. So I just need 78 grams of fertilizers. So what will be the X value over here? So we know that 132 grams HN of NH4 twice SO4 requires 34 grams. So 78 grams requires X grams. X will be equal to 78 into 34 upon 132. This is 66. This will be 39. 3 13s are 3 22s are 11, and this is 17. So that is equal to, give you as 17 into 13. So 221. So 221 upon 11, that will be equal to 2 हो गया, फिर आएगा 0 आ गया, so 0 आ गया, फिर और एक 0 आ गया, and then it will be 100, so that will be 9, so 20.09 grams. That's the first answer. Okay, so you require 20.09 grams of ammonia to give you 78 grams of ammonium sulfate. We move on to the next part of the question, that is B part. So in the B part we have calculate the weight of ammonia obtained when 32 grams of ammonium chloride. So here got the equation, 2NH4Cl plus CaOH twice gives you CaCl2 plus H2O plus NH3. So 2H2O plus 2NH3. What you are given over here, ammonium chloride is 32.6. So ammonium chloride is 32.6. So this is 32.6 grams which is given, and you need to find out ammonia. Okay. We don't have anything else to be done, so we'll take the GMM of only these two substances. So this over here is 2 into 14 plus 4 plus 35.5. So that is 2 into 18 plus 30 is 48. 48 plus 5 is 53.5. So it is 53.5. That will give me as 107 grams. And over here it is nothing but 2 into 70, that is 34 grams. So we see that 104 grams requires 34. So it is 107 grams produces 34 grams ammonia. So 32.6 grams produces X grams. So X is equal to 32 3 into 34 upon 10 into 107. Okay. So 107 तो पता नहीं किससे डिवाइड होगा, 13 से भी नहीं होगा, 3 से भी नहीं होगा. So directly 326 107 हाँ 326 divided by 107 should give you as 3.05. We'll take it as 3.05 and this as 1, and then it is going to be 34 into 3.05. So 3.05 into 34 is 103 so it will be 110.37 grams. The answer over here is 10.36. Okay, ठीक है. So 10.37 grams is what will be the answer for the second part. Okay, that was 8th sum. We now move on to the 9th sum. Sodium carbonate reacts with sulfuric acid to give you respective salt, water and carbon dioxide. So Na2CO3, Na2CO3 plus H2SO4 will give you Na2SO4 plus CO2 plus H2O. This is the reaction. Na2, SO4, SO4, H2 and CO. C is 1 and O is 3. हो गया. Balance भी हो गया. अच्छा. Calculate the mass of pure salt formed when 300 grams of Na2CO3, that is 300 grams of this thing. We need to find out the pure salt form. Okay, this is X which we need to find out. 300 grams of CO3 of 80% purity reacts with H2SO4. Okay, so now 80% purity is there. So first of all, what we need to do is first of all GMM ही कर लेते पहले. तो GMM, that is 23 into 2. So 23 into 2 plus 12 plus 48. This is 60. So it is 46 plus 60 is 106 grams. Whereas this is Na2CO, that will be 23 into 2 plus 32 plus 64. So it's 46 plus 32 plus 64. This is 110, 142. Now 300 grams of Na2CO3 of 80% purity. Therefore, pure Na2CO3 is equal to 80% of 300 is equal to 80 upon 100 into 300, that is 240 grams. So what we have taken is 240 grams of calcium carbonate. Okay, so we have over here that 106 grams produces 142 grams Na2SO4. So 240 grams produces X grams. So X will be equal to 240 into 142 upon 106. This is 71, this is 53. 53 and 71 नहीं होगा. I'll just divide that directly, so it will be 1.34. So this will be 1.34. So 1.34 into 240, that will give me 312.6. So yeah, 312.51. So this 321.6 grams will be the amount of Na2SO4 which will be formed by the 80% purity Na2CO3 of 300 grams. Whenever any sum of purity is given to you, you need to understand that वो impure है तो 300 grams है, तो अगर वो 80% purity है तो उसके अंदर कितना pure item है? 80%. So that's why we are going to take 80% of that particular quantity which is given to us. So whenever purity is given to you, you cannot just find out directly कि ये तो 300 पे कितना है, then find out the answer. No, you will have to take 300 grams अगर pure नहीं लिया है, 100% प्योर नहीं है, तो 80% प्योर है, तो 80% ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर क्वांटिटी should be taken into consideration. So that was sum number 9. We now move on to sum number 10. Yeah, sum number 10. Sulfur burns in oxygen to give you sulfur dioxide. Yeah, easy thing. S plus O2 giving me SO2. If 16 grams sulfur burns in X cc of oxygen, calculate the amount of potassium nitrate which must be heated to produce X cc of oxygen. So we have got another equation over here. Potassium nitrate KNO3 will give me KNO2 plus O2. So this will be 2 to give you 2. Right? So that is the equation. Now they are given you that 16 grams of this burns to give you X cc of oxygen, and you need to find out how much of this will be required to give you the same amount of oxygen. So first of all over here it is 32 grams GMM के हिसाब से 32 grams, and this 32 plus 64, sorry 32 plus 32, that is 64 grams. So 16 grams अगर लिया तो क्या मिलेगा? X grams. So we have over here 32 grams of S produces 64 grams SO2. Therefore 16 grams of S produces X grams. So X is equals to 16 into 64 upon 32. That will be 32 grams. So 32 grams. Now 32 grams of O2 is equals to 1 mole is equals to 22.4 liters is 224 liters है 00 cc. This much cc you want even over here. So accordingly we want 32 grams over here also. So we want over here KNO3 will be, K is 39, so it will be 2 into 39 plus 14 plus 48. So 2 into 8, this is 62. 62 plus 9 is 71. 71 plus 3 is 101. So 101. So that will be 202 grams will over here produce 32 grams. So anyway you wanted 32 grams over here also. So exactly 202 grams will be required. So what do you require? Calculate the amount of nitrate required. Calculate the amount of nitrate required to produce X cc of oxygen. The X cc of oxygen is 202 होना चाहिए. The XCC, 1 minute. Shit. Sorry. They are given you oxygen over here. Burns in oxygen. So ये था, मैंने ये क्यों लिया पता नहीं. Sorry यार. Okay. Mistake कर दिया. So over here you need that this is 32 grams. So 16 grams will produce X grams. So this will produce 32 grams. So this will be X. So it will be 32. So 1. So it will be 16 grams. So we know that 32 grams is equal to 1 mole is equal to 22.4 liters. Therefore 16 grams of O2 is equals to 0.5 mole is equals to 11200 cc. So that is equals to 16 grams. So over here 16 grams will require how much Y grams? So it will be 202 grams KNO3 forms 32 grams. So Y grams forms 16 grams. So therefore Y will be equal to 202 into 16 upon 32. So that will be as 101 grams. Okay. We unnecessarily took SO2. I don't know why I took SO2. Okay. So that was, we wanted oxygen, so we had to take only oxygen. We don't need SO2 at all. So this was the first part where S plus O2 is SO2 is giving you that how much amount of oxygen was formed, and you want the same amount of oxygen to be formed in this one also. So this thing actually not required because they have not asked us. They asked because they have said that what is the x1 now. If they would have asked me what is the value of x, then yes, x ka value is 11200 cc. But otherwise, if they have not asked you the value of x, then it is just not required at all. We see the last sum, that is sum number 11. So last sum of the chapter, stoichiometry. Sample of impure magnesium is reacted in with dilute sulfuric acid to give a respective salt and hydrogen. So first thing over here is Mg plus H2SO4 giving me over here MgSO4 plus H2. Okay, so magnesium reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to give you respective salt plus hydrogen, and okay, let me save this. If 1 gram of impure sample gave 298.66 cc of hydrogen, calculate the percentage of purity of this thing. Okay, so first of all, we know Mg is 24, so 24 grams gives you 2 grams. So 1 gram will give you how many grams? So if it is pure, it will give you this much. So first of all, we will find out that cc में बाद में देखेंगे. So we know that 1 gram of impure sample gave 1 gram of impure sample gave 1 gram of impure sample gave 298.6 cc. So first of all, we'll say whether if it is a pure, then how much cc it will give you. So it will be x grams. So we know that 24 grams Mg gives 2 grams H2. So 1 gram Mg gives x grams H2. So x is equals to 1 into 2 upon 24. That's 1 upon 12. So it's 1 upon 12 grams. Now 2 grams of H2 is equals to 22.4 liters. Therefore 1 upon 12 grams H2 is equals to Y liters. So Y is equals to 1 upon 12 into 22.4 upon 2. So this will be 11.2, and then it will be given to you as 11.2 upon 12. That's 0.933. So 0.933 liters. So that is equal to 933 liters. Sorry, 0.933 liters is equals to 933 cc. So if it would have been pure, it would have given you 933 cc, but instead of that it gave you 298 cc. So you can see that 100% pure gives 933 cc. So Z% pure gives 298.6 cc. So Z is equals to 298.6 into 100 upon 933. Okay, that will be 29860 divided by 933. That will be equal to 32% or 31.99%, approximately 32%. Okay, so that's about the solution over here, right? You need to check it out. 32 he had, yeah, that's right, fine. So that is 31, yeah, answer here 31.99. So yeah, true. So this is about the chapter stoichiometry. This was about chemical reactions. Now the sums which are given over here were comparatively too much of calculations, and the calculations were tough also. But normally if you see any kind of a prelim paper or the board paper also, the calculations are not so difficult. The answer what you will be getting will be in proper numbers. So do practice properly, and if you see there are so many different sums which are given over here based on this thing. So there is a complete list of the board papers. So board questions are there for all the different kinds. So you can practice these ones. So there are so many different kinds of questions which are there. So yeah, do practice this because it's very very important. As I told you, it is minimum 10 marks. Stoichiometry is approximately 10 marks of your 80 mark paper, और उसमें भी at least 5 marks will be from the compulsory section. So that's quite a good amount of marks. So that's why see to it that you are not leaving stoichiometry at all. Stoichiometry, it's very easy. Remember, it is just vast, but it is easy because every time the only concept what you are using is unitary method. You are just taking ke iska itna to iska kitna, just everywhere you have the same thing. So it is quite easy to understand. Only thing, your concepts of the mole and all should be very clear, that 1 mole is 1 GMM and 1 is equal to GMM, and GMM is equals to 22.4 liters or 3 into 10 is to 23 particles. That is the main concept what we are looking for. So if you are able to understand those concepts, then whether it is chemical equations or mole concept, I think will be easy. Similarly, empirical formula we already seen, it's quite easy. So overall, stoichiometry is easy, but you need practice. Okay, so just practice well. Okay.